Tonight, I want to show you a video of Chinese virus hunters. Yes, there is such a thing, virus hunters in China. This video is from the Chinese state broadcaster CCTV. It was released on the 10th of December 2019. Note the date, 10th December 2019, around the same time when patients in Wuhan had begun showing pneumonia-like symptoms. This video shows a Chinese scientist on a mission inside a cave filled with horseshoe and poppistral bats. Look at this.
蝙蝠的生活环境都在人迹罕至的洞穴里，但只有这样的环境，才能找到最理想的病毒媒介样本。
最安全了。这里的蝙蝠它主要是局部符和浮翼符。
如果说我们的皮肤裸露，很容易接触到蝙蝠的排泄污染的物体，所以说这个风险比较大。
要探寻出一个蝙蝠族群。
What was this man up to? Was this the moment when Chinese researchers scooped up the Wuhan virus? Is this video linked to the pandemic in any way? We can't say because China doesn't share information. It won't tell the world what these researchers were doing in bat caves. The man leading this team is called Tian. Reports say he worked with the Wuhan Center for Disease Control, or the Wuhan CDC. It is the agency that led China's early pandemic response. And I know what some of you may be thinking. If China had something to hide here, why did they release this video? Which is why we told you to note the date of the release. Early December 2019. That's when the video was released. This was before the pandemic blew up in their face. It was a different time. China was not under global scrutiny then. Because it wanted to project itself as a leader in viral research, it released a video like this. It wanted to show how dangerous the task to hunt for these viruses is. Here's what China did not show or tell the world. What did researchers find in these bat caves? When was this virus hunting mission conducted? Not only will they not answer, the Wuhan CDC denies storing any bat coronaviruses before the pandemic. And that's hard to believe because in this same video, Tian, the researcher, claims that he visited dozens of caves and studied 300 types of virus vectors.
In the past 10+ years, we have visited every corner of Hubei province. We have explored dozens of undeveloped caves and studied more than 300 types of virus vectors.
These inconsistencies are the reason why we need to investigate the lab leak theory further. Last year, the very idea of a lab leak was instantly dismissed. But now there's a mountain of circumstantial evidence, and it's simply too big to ignore. An investigation by the Vanity Fair reveals more circumstantial evidence. And at the center of everything is the Wuhan Institute of Virology, better known as the Wuhan Lab. The piece talks about something called Drastic. It's a group of individuals who are using open source information to find the origins of the virus. And this includes scientists and science enthusiasts. Together, they have found a lot of material and papers. They say the Wuhan laboratory was extensively working on bat coronaviruses. They also point out how the SARS virus managed to escape Chinese labs. Now, these findings are interesting, but we cannot independently verify them. What we can say for sure is this. It was premature to dismiss the possibility of a lab leak. It needs to be investigated. The report focuses on the Wuhan lab. It argues why this lab cannot be given a clean chit just yet. When the pandemic began, American investigators began looking into this lab, and they collected classified intelligence that showed how the Wuhan lab was not as safe as advertised. Apparently, research into coronaviruses was being conducted in less secure laboratories. And some of this research involved dealing with SARS-like viruses. A delegation of American officials visited the Wuhan laboratory in 2018. They conducted an assessment, and they found that there was a shortage of highly trained technicians and clear protocols. And these are lapses that could have threatened the safety of this facility in Wuhan. Which brings me to Shi Zhengli, the Batwoman of China. She was overseeing China's research into bat coronaviruses. At every given opportunity, she has denied the possibility of a lab leak. In fact, she quote-unquote guarantees on her life that the pandemic has nothing to do with the lab. But rhetorical statements cut no ice when seen in the context of facts. China's Batwoman has a lot of explaining to do here. Reports say the Wuhan Lab had access to some 22,000 virus samples and sequences, 22,000 samples. And all of these have now been taken offline. The WHO investigators, by the way, saw no problem with this, the fact that these samples were taken offline. The Batwoman, she claimed that the database was taken down because of hacking attempts during the pandemic. One of the investigators said that this was absolutely reasonable and they never really felt the need to even ask to see the database. Now, she claims that she was protecting her research from hackers during the pandemic. But here's the thing. The database was actually taken down in September 2019. This was 3 months before China officially declared an outbreak. This was 6 months before it was called a pandemic. Why did they delete the virus database in September 2019? Here's another question that they failed to answer. What is the Wuhan Lab's relationship with the Chinese military? Was the Wuhan Lab working on projects for the PLA? We already know that the Chinese military was involved in the lab when the pandemic began. Major General Chen Wei, China's top virologist and biochemical expert, had moved to Wuhan with her team. What was an army general doing in a bio-research lab? American intelligence has more inputs. They say that they have reason to believe the Chinese military and civilian researchers were working on quote-unquote animal research side by side. Long story short, there are clear inconsistencies in China's stories. Now we have Chinese virus hunters caught on video, claims of leaky laboratories, missing databases on viruses, and the presence of the PLA in a bio-research lab. Put all of this together, and the lab theory starts looking more plausible. It should only be a matter of time before the world pieces together the evidence to hold China accountable and hopefully make China pay. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.